All right, so today we're taking a very special look at Lex Imperialis. It is the second major expansion for Warhammer 40K Rogue Trader. And you know the dev team Owlcat, they only produce high quality stuff. Rogue Trader, the base game, has been incredible. And then the first expansion was so well received. And now here we are with Lex Imperialis, which of course is out on June 24th. Now, this is a big one. It's a new 15-hour storyline, but it also introduces the Adeptus Arbitrator. This is a faction of enforcers, and we also get a brand new companion, Solomorn and Thor. And this expansion is absolutely massive because we get access to a brand new archetype known as the Overseer, and they utilize what is called familiars on the battlefield. These are our cybernetic eagles. We've got a really cool cyber raven, and yes, do not forget about the cyber mastiff, which is by far one of my favorites. A cybernetic dog on the battlefield. That is badass. But yeah, we also have brand new equipment with the shield, which changes up the gameplay more than you know because the enemies also get to utilize shields. And by the way, we get a brand new origin, which really celebrates what Lex Imperialis is all about, and that is the Adeptus Arbitrator. So we can really embrace role-playing as these guys. But anyway, Warhammer 40K Rogue Trader is also participating in a big Steam summer sale. So yeah, click that link in that description below to get in on the Steam summer sale right now. Trust me, you don't want to miss on Warhammer 40K Rogue Trader at this price. It is an absolutely amazing experience. I can't recommend it enough. So yeah, check out that link in that description below. And by the way, a very special thank you goes out to Owlcat for believing in what I do here on Open World Games, and reaching out to me and sponsoring this video means the world to me. And a very special thank you goes out to you guys for watching my video, supporting what I do here. This would not be happening without your love and support, so I greatly appreciate it. And by the way, some of you guys might not realize this, but yes, you can play this in single player, but you can play up to 6-player co-op as well, which is pretty crazy. But in this video, it's going to be separated kind of in two parts. I'm going to do an in-depth kind of analysis of what you can expect from the brand new archetype origin. We're going to talk about the new equipment type, the shields, how it changed the gameplay, and then of course we're going to get into the familiars and a bunch of other stuff. And then ultimately I'm going to show you guys more of a live playthrough of me going through a really cool battle, showcase what you could do with the Overseer, these new abilities, the familiars, all that stuff, so you can see it for yourself. And I'm going to do this with no story spoilers. That's super important to me, so you guys can keep the story fresh when you head into this for yourself. But anyway, here we go. Sit back, relax, grab that popcorn, and enjoy. We're going to start out with the breakdown of all the features and then move into that walkthrough. So let's talk about the Overseer Archetype, and we're going to talk about the familiars, which also includes a mastiff, which is of course a cybernetic dog. He looks really, really cool. He's badass. But let's talk about it. So we have the Overseer Archetype. Let's get in here and take a look at this. So yeah, the Overseer is of course a tactical expert who uses their familiar to execute their will. So you get a lot of different abilities here that you can initiate with the Overseer's use of the familiars, which in this case, of course, we're using our Eagle Buddy here, but let's get into some of these abilities. One ability in particular that I like a lot is the Strafe, which is like a strafing run where you can hit multiple enemies in a straight line. You're going to be dealing some damage to each enemy within that path without provoking attacks of opportunity. That's super important to remember. And then, of course, the Eagle begins soaring, which means that the Cyber Eagle cannot be targeted or damaged. It regains plus 10% of its maximum wounds at the start of each round. So this is super important to mitigate that damage to your Cyber Eagle, is to use that soaring ability as much as possible, which means you're going to want to use Strafe a lot. And we've got a bunch of other abilities here, but Live Bait sticks out to me. So the Overseer chooses an ally within their line of sight and grants them 2+ familiars per bonus stacks of the bait effect. So what does this do? If we get into it more, it says if the Cyber Eagle is soaring, so it has to be soaring first of all, whenever an enemy attacks an ally with the bait effect, each stack of this effect allows the Cyber Eagle to deal its weapon damage to the attacker. Once the effect is triggered, the ally loses -1 stack of the effect. So yeah, you can see how Live Bait and Strafe work hand to hand. These two are going to be important to kind of feed off of one another. But you cannot forget about the Overseer ultimate abilities. We have Overcharge for a lot of our familiars here. Of course, the Mastiff. You have things for the Cyber Raven, but we're taking a look at the Cyber Eagle for a moment. It says this right here. Here's a really good example. The Cyber Eagle immediately heals to full wounds. Even if it has 0 wounds, the Overseer's next 3 abilities cost -1 AP less, and until the end of combat, attacks made by the obstructed enemy in the direction of the Cyber Eagle that hit that enemy's allies automatically score critical hits. Not too shabby. And also, the Cyber Eagle's maximum wounds are reduced by 50%. Reactivate now also spends all the Overseer's MP. So yeah, you're definitely not going to want to neglect Overcharge. And to really celebrate the story around this Adeptus Arbites, we have a brand new origin, which is the Arbitrator. And it goes on to basically describe how the Arbitrator is responsible for dishing out punishment to anyone who dare violate the sacred tithe, which of course is the tribute every Imperium world must pay in the name of its continued existence. So yes, you will be pretty vicious on this endeavor as the Arbitrator. But we also have some talents here that you can access thanks to, of course, the specialties that you will eventually get into. But some of this stuff includes like Shotgun Mastery, as you can see, where you can wield 2-handed shotguns in one hand. You have something called Binding Purpose, as long as the Arbitrator has more than 90% wounds. They are immune to the following negative effects: blinded, disturbed, fatigued, perplexed, slowed, and staggered. This one sounds really important to get because that's going to build your resistances against those things. And this one's really interesting because it involves the brand new equipment type, the shields. It says the Arbitrator gains toughness equal to half their equipped shield's block. So this can be really powerful if you tag team, of course, using that shield with the Arbitrator, which you're going to want to do because you get a lot of cool shield bonuses anyway. So that's something to pay attention to right there. But clearly a lot of different options here with the talents and the paths you could take with the Arbitrator. So yeah, we got to talk about this bad boy right here. Yes, I'm talking about the shield. So with this brand new expansion, and thanks to the Adeptus Arbites, we are now introduced to a new equipment type, which of course are our shields. And there's several different shields that you can use, each one of them offering their own unique abilities and really cool stuff that you can do. Now with this shield in particular, we have the Reflective Shield. It has 2 abilities, as you can see: Shield Bash and Stalwart Defense, each one costing 1 AP. Now you have a shield block chance of 20%, so incoming projectiles and that sort of thing you could block. This really does up your defenses. But when it comes to Shield Bash, it's going to cause some damage, of course. But the interesting one to me is Stalwart Defense, because the wielder gains +1 deflection. And one thing you have to really note with Stalwart Defense is the first use of Shield Bash in a turn costs 0 AP. That is super important to remember. So yeah, shields are very cool, but they also don't protect you from everything, which of course is going to be those psychic powers, so you have been warned. And also, by the way, something really important to note about the shield is that we're introduced to an entirely new stat called block. Of course, I did mention that block chance, but this is very cool because it's going to basically negate that damage. But what's really important is that it is especially effective against those burst attacks. So once you are attacked by a burst attack, all remaining burst fire will be negated automatically. That is huge. And if we head on over to archetypes, if you're wondering, hey, Robbie, do all archetypes get access to shields? The answer is yes. And when it comes to origins, there is one specific origin that you do want to pay attention to, and that is the Arbitrator, because it is specifically designed with a shield in mind. So you'll have things like charging forward with a shield, gaining a bonus to toughness that scales from block, or even reflecting enemy attacks back at them, and so much more. There's a lot of reasons why you would want to tag team your shield with the Arbitrator origin for sure. But yeah, you can see our allies here utilizing the shield, but yes, enemies can also use the shield as well, which opens up some brand new mechanics. They've updated some of the abilities so you can kind of get through that block and counter them. So you really have to think outside the box now when you see some of these dudes with these shields. So yeah, overall, a really cool mechanic, and I love how it also really does affect the battlefield, changes up the gameplay pretty significantly on the attack and the defense. All right, here we go. So I say we find out what our Overseer can do on the battlefield, and also what our familiars can do. This is going to be cool. We're going to take a look at the shield as well. This is going to be a ton of fun. Move up. All right, it's on. Ablard's got the shield, so he can take some damage. We're going to sit him right here for now, because we're going to push the issue once we do some initial attacks. Now, this is super important before battle. This is something that I neglected beforehand. Always highlight over your like Cyber Raven or what have you, and you can see the area of effect for the damage, a lot of the attacks that this Cyber Raven can do, and you do not want to have your friendlies in that radius. So eventually we are going to move our Cyber Raven probably over here in time. But I also want Idra to have some sort of cover. So we are going to start out with a really good go-to attack, I think. Lidlister. Let's go.
If you insist, your captain.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I don't think we got any friendlies in that radius, so that was a pretty legit attack right there. I like it. And considering our guard dude has a shield here, he took some damage, I gotta say. But you know, in situations like this, I love to go with burst fire, but that's not going to be the case here since we're dealing with these two guys with shields. Because remember, after that first initial hit, burst fire becomes worthless against these shield dudes. And hey, you know what? We're going to try burst fire, but against these two guys, see if we can wipe them out all at once. Let's rock and roll. Taking him down. All right, the slasher dude still remains, but I'm pretty happy about that one. Oh, here he comes. He's getting aggressive. Point blank range, dude. Shock trooper on the move. Felt that one. We're getting pinched. Successful dodges there. All right, here we go. This is what I'm talking about. We've got an Overseer on the battlefield. We have our, of course, Cyber Raven. Let's see what our Cyber Raven can do. But first of all, remember, we're kind of in a sticky situation because if we look at the area of effect damage, we're definitely in it. So first, we have to relocate our Cyber Raven, which is going to be, let's see where we want to put her. I say we put her right here because I think that should be pretty good. Move out. Okay, so I really want to see what Evil Eye does, so let's just try it. Do it! Yeah, look at that. Tons of damage in that area. I think she's fine. She's in cover, so she should be good. But that was a legit attack. Finish him off with some lightning. Do it! Beautiful. Oh, I thought he would get killed in that chain. Damn. No matter. Oh, lightning arc is what I meant to do. It's all good. There we go. We got some hits on the guard dude, but he's armored up. Took care of the problem, though. All right, they're making their move.
Hold on.
And he's moving out. He's already injured.
Let's get to it.
We'll be able to handle these dude easy peasy. Just come forward and die. And wait a second, what is this dude doing over here just hiding, huh? I'm gonna actually push forward, take care of this guy. What we're gonna do is strafing run. Let's go. Right here, I wonder what we can do. I just want to see what it looks like.
Request approved.
There it is. Does a ton of damage. Now, if there was another dude behind him, that guy would have also taken damage as well. What we're going to do is strafing run. Let's go. Right here. I wonder what we can do. I just want to see what it looks like.
Request approved.
There it is. Does a ton of damage. Now, if there was another dude behind him, that guy would have also taken damage as well. But we're just going to finish this guy off. Yeah! Oh, no, he still stands. He has like a sliver of health left. Dang you. Obstruct vision activated. Oh, he dodged it. Not for long. Good job, my eagle buddy. We need to expand the bridge. Activate. Success. We're going to get up close and personal. Oh boy, we got reinforcements. Now we're really in trouble. Get in their faces.
Move through me. Be the fire in my heart.
We gotta take care of this dude with the shield. Oh, we got a successful block. There it is. Look at that in action. That's what I'm talking about right there. We're still getting pinched from all sides here. So we're going to provide support on this side, I think. Move forward!
Step aside. The navigator is coming.
The navigator has arrived. Let's wipe him out.
Duty demands.
All right, we got at least one of them. They're hanging on for dear life. I think we can go again.
And try to die with grace.
Yeah! One of my favorite moves. So we're beginning to fight on two fronts here. All right, we're tossing the grenade. Let's see if we can do some damage here. Toss it! Yeah! All right, we got our Cyber Raven ready to go. What do you want to do? Let's try the shock damage move. Let's go. Do it.
You.
Good call. That was a really good call. Nicely done. We're going to shriek it. He has been successfully shrieked. But I am going to relocate my Raven. You got to stay ahead of that sort of thing. So we're going to put
Anything
him right
else?
there for now. Go, Raven! I'm going to do Blinding Strike against this guy. I think that should take care of him. Do it! Yeah! We're going to actually get over here. This dude's way too much in cover. And we're just going to annihilate him. Nice. He is crispy. The carnage of the battlefields. Oh boy, they're moving through the fog.
Catch my breath.
Move, move, move! Okay, I'm
Emperor,
gonna get super
give
close
me
and wipe these
strength.
guys out. Wipe them out!
Face the navigator's might.
Beautiful. Carnage. That went clear in the distance too. Whoa, that was good.
Hold on.
Alright, sniper falling back. Swing and a miss. We gotta provide some sort of support here.
I've suffered worse.
Blocked it. Yeah, that reflective shield coming into play yet again. I'm going to move him clear up because he does have the shield. He can counter the sniper pretty good, I think. Can we do this?
It will be done.
Let's go.
Reduced to
Yeah, rush him. What you doing over here, buddy?
If I may,
Time to die. That's just like one of my go-to moves. It's so damn good. I'm going to move my spell up here. And I think we have one enemy remaining right here. How did we get into this situation? Do it. Draping run activated. He is done. We got it. Victory. That was a good battle. Look at all this crazy carnage. The familiars did so much damage against these guys.
The light
They
of
didn't
terror
stand a
shines for us.
chance. And now we get to control the Adeptus Arbites, including our brand new companion, Solomorn, who gets a mastiff familiar. Look at this dog.
Sweeping the area. I'm
So
ready.
cool. So let's see what the dog can do. The dog can also help us out. Certain objectives here. Do it, pup. That's what I'm talking about. Good dog. Roll out. All right, down the ladder we go. Open the valve. Oh, damn. That woke him up. Okay, this should be quite the battle. So yeah, now we get to see Solomorn and, of course, Glato, I believe it is, our Mastiff familiar in action. Let's see what we can do. All right, so we want our shield dudes up front because, yeah, they are shielded up. Got this big guy here. We're going to put him in cover. We'll put this shield guy over here. Honestly, since we're so shielded up, I want to get in their face, you know? Be aggressive right out of the gates. I think that's what we're going to do. I know it sounds crazy, but I think it will be worth it. Begin the battle. We're going to take care of this cutter dude over here. Finish him off. Yeah, he didn't stand a chance. This guy is a lower level cutter. This guy is trouble. He's level 26 thug. But he's facing the wrong way. So we can bring him down a notch real quick. Say we go for it. Yeah! How'd that feel, buddy? Get in there! Oh, this is gonna be good. Triple kill. I really want to get around the backside of this combat servitor, I believe it is. Boy, he looks like trouble. So let's get in there. Move! Activate Reckless Strike. Oh my god, this is gonna hurt so much, dude. Good night. But we're not done yet. I say we take care of this dude real quick. But our back is facing these guys, so... Damn, we're at a disadvantage here. But it was worth it. I don't know, to get out of this situation, we're gonna use Daring Breach.
Tolerates no defiance.
At the very least, move him into cover, you know? Take this guy out. Beautiful. All right, time to use the Mastiff. Let's go. This guy thought he would be smart and get around me. So I am going to force the issue here so we can bring in our dog. All right, we are up close and personal with this dude. Let's try it.
Glato, we're undertaking this task.
You know what to do. Good dog. That was a powerful bite. Oh, dude, look at this one. Advanced tracking. So each cell traversed by the Cyber Mastiff increases its damage dealt by +2 stacks and lasts until the Overseer's next turn. That's pretty legit. Okay, this is pretty cool. We have Protect, so we can choose an ally to protect and defend. We're going to protect this dude right here.
Let's test
try
our skills, Glato.
Get over there, buddy. Oh, man. Double kill. I thought he was just going to stand there for a second by his side and maybe do some counterattacks, but he got in there big time, didn't he? All right, we're going to take care of the slasher, dude. Maybe this will work. Maybe it won't. We'll find out. Oh, that'll definitely work. Woo! Okay, now we have Overcharge, which is kind of like the ultimate for our Cyber Mastiff. So he heals to full wounds. The Overseer's next 3 abilities cost -1 AP less, or -1 AP less. Until the end of the combat, the Cyber Mastiff deals additional damage equal to 5. Let's just do it.
Activating extermination protocol.
Good doggy. And we actually have like one more move in us, so can we get over here and do some damage with the dog? Let's go. You know what to do. Good dog. And I'm going to actually put the dog on battle mode standby. And let's see what that does. Gunner has woken up from his nap over there. Here comes the cutter. No, our dog is out in the open. Oh. Dog's getting real angry here. Ooh, taking shots.
Let's get to it.
Shock trooper on the move. Swing and a miss. Good dog. Slashing him big time. All right, move up. Let's go. Gonna finish this guy off. Yeah! Nicely done. Oh, I see you over there, my shock trooper friend. We are going to absolutely wreck you.
Understood.
What I'm talking about. We got one more dude on the field. Where is he? Oh, he's like literally right here. Okay. I do have a grenade. I think he's in cover. Does this count as cover? I don't know. Let's try this. Nope, he is not in cover. We have the advantage because we're on stairs. Nicely done. All right, so there it is. A very special look at Warhammer Rogue Trader's second expansion, Lex Imperialis. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Remember, follow that link in the description below to check out the Warhammer 40K Rogue Trader Steam Summer Sale going on right now. There is some great deals happening, so check that out in that description down below. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Take care.